Well, that was embarrassing. Oh my goodness. My apologies on that one. This is why you need to change your batteries before you start stream. Because I just been fanning about for like, I don't actually know how long, trying to find working batteries. Put those ones on the windowsill so I can throw them out later. Just out in general, not out the window. I think those should also be good. But I don't know, we'll find out. That's another one for the Amazon list. Hello, Jake. I am starting on this now. There's actually something which I think you might like to partake in, just a mini competition along the side, is to guess what time I would get as like my first sub 0.5. Like 499, the literal minimum. I'm keeping a spreadsheet and I've got my own guess and my sister's at the moment. And what I'm aiming to do is just ask numerous people from stream and I'll upload a video about it tomorrow. If anyone gets it dead on, I will do something for them. I don't know what it is yet. I was initially thinking of doing the, let's move that sideways a little bit. I was initially thinking of doing the what was it? If someone actually did get it dead on, I would give them the opportunity to pick the background music. But as this could also be the last time I play the track, depending, it might be just a better idea not to do that because people could troll. Background music for the video, that is. I don't think I needed to clarify, but yeah. Your guess is 479. Hello, Ixie. How are you doing? Also, would you like to try and predict as well? I'll re-explain everything in a minute. I will have like I'll probably have like a paste bin or something with this in it. There we go. So at the moment I've just got myself 474, you 479, and my sister 485. Don't actually need to play. I'm in the middle, so I won't be last. Well, I mean, it's not really like a race. If anyone picks 499, they'll be the one last. Ugh. Right. Also, I'm still not used to all the ghosts being like that. More batteries in... Oh, those are definitely dead. I remember changing those before. It's a little ball on my desk with a load of guitar picks, actually. It's ones I've connected. It's been a while since you streamed. It's only a week. That's actually not that long at all. I've taken like month hiatuses, so it's not too surprising. Where's the me gone? That was here. That's strange. What the fuck has happened? What? I didn't delete myself. It's right here. That's fucking bizarre. Why the hell did it do that? Oh, it must have been because I did the idiot. It was because I did the live replay stuff on the team channel. That's actually kind of funny. Anyways, Ixie. Yes, what I was gonna say. I'm gonna start grinding for sub 118.5 on MC3, and what I devised a little competition idea. I've compiled a spreadsheet of all of people's guesses so far. It's just me, Jake, and my sister. Of what I will get as my first time sub 0.5 on MC3. So if you would like to predict what time, then by all means tell me and I'll add you to the spreadsheet. I haven't decided what the victor gets yet. So that will happen eventually, but you know, patience is needed for that one, I think. Right. No, that would be complete bogus. Because it can't never happen. Can't never will happen. Idiot. Can't never not happen. I have a habit of doing that. Just double negatives. What the fuck have I just gone on to? Why am I messing this up so badly today? There's so many mistakes that I've made. I should have started 40 minutes ago. Oh my goodness, today's not my day. At least they're laughable mistakes, not really shit, stupid ones. Oh, this is this MC3. I've got my stuff on for some reason. What the fuck? Ah! Stop doing this to me. Annoying. What can I say? Laughable mistakes. At the moment, they're laughable mistakes. What else haven't you fucking done? I can't see anything overly obscure. Hello, Andy. How are you doing? Just a little bit slower than needed to get 0.4. I actually could have just got it on like the last turn, and I just fucked it up on MC3 actually. I'm going to show this in a minute while I still sort out the sound. Also, what the hell have you done to my emote? Bunny ears! They look quite strange when they're not coming out the right place. It's like my eyebrows almost. I did click time trials this time, didn't I? Right? Oh god. Doobie 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 doo. Doo 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 doo. Nah, we got it now. Okay. Comparison with Tom. Let's go. Let me sort out the microphone. Or the sound. I haven't even got this set up on my tablet yet. No, I am on MC3 now. We finished with Rainbow Road about a week ago. Happy days. Now I never have to play that shit ever again. But I still got this for the next few months. This is the one I was warning you about. I'm probably going to be playing this for the rest of the year. If I continue. So I'm comparing this with Tom because it quite illustrates my point as to how poor lap 3 was. And I'll play it against Ace in a moment, who's actually got a 0.4. But it's because Tom, I guess, gets a sort of semi-decent ending in comparison to me at the end of this run. You can see that's the biggest mistake there, that alignment. As far as lap 3 triple mini turbos go for me, that was actually alright. But then this is my error. Last turn and this boost panel alignment, because I hit ever so slightly less at the boost panel and went further over to the left. I lost that tad bit of speed against him. So if I got a more ideal last turn there, I probably could have very, very, very barely scraped the sub. Now what else is there? In comparison to Ace, who does the triple mini turbo, it's kind of an interesting comparison, actually. Or at least I would. I personally think it's quite an interesting comparison. This is so far behind. What the hell? There we go. Hello, Shadow. Right. I'll sort that out in a minute. So, Shadow and Andy, while you are still here, I have something interesting that you might like to get involved with. So I'm starting on the MC3 grind, and I'm hoping to sub 118.5. And I've decided to set up a little competition where viewers and, you know, just people can guess what sub 0.5 I'd get. That's like my first time. So I've got a little spreadsheet just off in the background here, which I'll compile people's times in. So my question to you is, what do you think will be my first sub 0.5 time? That's kind of interesting there, because the finishing time as it crossed the finish line was 4:85, which happens to be what my sister has guessed in that regards as well. Right. Let's see how the sync is doing. That seems perfectly fine. Right, well, without further ado, let's get into this. Hopefully I can do somewhat decently, but we'll find out, I guess, is the best I can say. I very nearly played against Vincent's Ghost. Don't want to do that. Do 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 do. Thanks, Ixie. Don't suppose you heard what I said earlier. Or did you actually guess and I just completely missed it? Let me scroll back up just in case. Nah. This is actually the first time I'm streaming MC3 attempts again from my computer, which is kind of nice. Why did you pause there? It's quite funny because I was just kind of warming back up to this track again on Bradley's stream the other day, and I managed to pull a 0.5 of sorts while he was... That's something I need to do. I managed to pull a 0.5 of sorts while he and the other guy in Cool, I don't remember his name, were just saying tortoise. They're kind of mimicking the way I said it. 475! You're 1 millisecond slower than my guess! That's cool, I'll put you in. Ah, yes, okay. So currently, I still have the fastest guess at the moment. It was you. No, you weren't saying toy toys constantly. Hold on, where's my ghost settings on here? They're not here. I just remembered they're here. It's set to save all runs. Maybe I changed it after I finished off the other day, because for some reason my SD card would set back to the default settings. That's why I was changing some of them on here. I don't know if I might have briefly moved all my CTGP stuff off the SD card so I could use it with the camera for a little while, but I can't remember if I actually did or not. But everything was set wonky, so when I was actually playing while I was on Cool, it didn't save the thing, the run, for some reason. Okay. Crisis averted, I guess. If you see that to be some sort of crisis at all. Trying this again. Is that this is in this track? Or this is in... You're gonna lead on to something. Well, you're actually doing this track. Good luck, I guess. I would like to make progress. I was doing alright with the call yesterday, so I'd like to believe that I could just drive out a good time. Goodish. Not necessarily PB, but like, you know what I mean, in the same ballpark. I don't have the setup for cool at the moment. I'll have to fiddle around at the end. If I was going to do that. Thanks. Doobie doobie doo, doo 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 doo, doo 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 doo. Ooh, that was out. Do you know what's interesting? Is that I actually did not join the jet setter room. Technically, didn't join the jet setter room, but there was a handy in the room at some point. Yeah. So I guess I could technically say I was in the room, just not playing myself. I was represented by somebody else. Oh yeah. Regardless if I actually 0.4 or not, if I PB now, my region will set back from Cyprus, which is interesting. It's been raining quite a bit today. It's weird you say that, because it's the same thing here, actually, Shadow. Like, I got a new, camera mic for my sister's DSLR. and I was hoping to go out yesterday because the weather's been fantastic up until yesterday. But then the last 2 days, today and yesterday, it's just been raining. It's like just sun, sun, sun. For the last 3 weeks I've been stuck in the house. And then rain. When I actually want to do something outside the house. Good times. Did you hear what I said earlier on stream? I would presume if so, you haven't quite understood it. But it's actually a lot simpler than you realise. Also, my cousin responded to me. Oh, he's actually predicted a faster time. I'll write him in. So, the little leaderboard now stands Josh with 470, myself with 474, Ixie with 475, Jake with 479, and Hannah with 485. Everybody but my sister has gone around the 470 region. It's kind of interesting. That was weird. Do 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 do. I can't do high. Not without warming up first, at least. Because I did the high-end backing vocals in Mr. Ray's. Ironically. I can't quite do them anymore. It's just kind of weird. What I'm at least thankful for to some extent is the fact that my voice has picked up its own sort of unique vocal tone, which is nice. It's both regarding speech and singing. Also, the internet actually isn't running too badly today. Could be slightly better, but it is actually not very bad, which is nice. Maybe it wanted me to play MC3. But if that's the case, then I get sick of it soon. That was a weird second slip. Ugh. Gross slap. That was just, no. remember when that was actually good for me. To be honest, I think high point twos are going to start being just like not good enough for me soon. If I go for European tops, but that's we'll put a pin in that one for now. I don't know. Do 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 do. Triple Mini Turbo had a slightly better ending than Tyler's, I think. That shroom was nice. Was bad. Go for world record. Not a chance in hell. Almost hit the wall. I actually had to move. You saw me pivot at the very last minute there. Yuck. Thanks. This isn't necessarily good at the moment. It's alright for like a start, I guess, warming back into it. The thing is though with this track, it's very demanding to play. And so I'll be playing it a lot less then in comparison to when I was playing Rainbow Road and BC64, whereas I could comfortably play those tracks 7 hours a day, almost. At the very best, I can only do 2 here. That's fair enough, Jake. I think you kind of fall in the same sort of category as Jacob in that regard. Guess that means you got more time to work on your peaks as well. Or you could try one of the other Bean tracks, actually. It'd be interesting to see what you can do other places. Go for BKT on Six King Labyrinth. Or something, I don't know. Interesting concept. Look into a track, a custom track that you enjoy and can drive relatively well, and see if you can expand on that if you're feeling that instead. That wasn't very good. It made it around the turn, though, at least. Quite cleanly, actually. Oh, thought that'd be my first good lap of the day, and I kind of just messed up the ending. Be kind of interesting actually if I just somehow managed to get sub 0.5 today, as before I even put up the video on YouTube. And it happens to be none of the people in the spreadsheet, the 5 people in the spreadsheet. That'd be anticlimactic. Hey, that's an alright lap. That's a shit lap. Oh fuck. 0.7, I think this is going to be at best. Nope, it's just a point shit your bed. That's what it is. Oh well. This is really funny since you got your first PB on Rainbow Road. I didn't get any PBs. What, for the last week? Or... But what was my first PB on Rainbow Road? I assume it means like when I first started working on it on stream. And hello Manky Tan as well. Nice name. Don't know why, but it sounds nice to roll off the tongue. Dee 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 dee. Too far to the left. I think actually if I just go that far to the right I might as well start a shroomless, just put it up on the side because I'm quite close to 122 with that. It'd be nice to actually get that. Long last. If there are any shroomless runs that I start and I just don't have a good lap 1, I can do flaps instead. That's how this could work out. Change it up a little bit, though I do not remember the flap strat. It's like drift off the finish line. Shroom on the triple mini turbo. Turn. Ah! Don't hit that pipe after you do that ending section correctly. That one's the bastard of this track, to be fair. That one pipe. Annoying. With a capital Y. And the one on the first turn, actually. I don't like that one either. The one on this turn's a close second. Oh, fucking hell. And that one. I hate that one too. Oh god, this lap's shit. Yeah, I don't know about Delfino. Yes and no. I don't like time trialing it. It's a mess to play that one. That's not far enough. Hello, Sir Sam. Forced. Thirst. Well, technically it's threest, I guess. Oh, and we immediately start building up a Sursen wall before Shadow interrupts it. Although the wall actually is still present on my tablet. Oh, there it is. What is that? 1/millionth. I wonder how those things came to be at the end of numbers. It's kind of an interesting concept. You've got first ST, second ND, third RD, and everything else is TH. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. 11th, that's the first instance of a TH after a 1. Or more specifically, 2 1s. Um, 12th also gets TH as well. And 13th, so actually it's the same with all those numbers. So it goes up TH all the way to 21st, funnily enough. So it must be just the way that we pronounce them, actually. Because if 11th was actually tenty-first or 21 even 21, 22, no, it wouldn't be that, would it? It would be Firstine, second teen, 13, because of the teen at the end. Ah, that's something else I've realised. Language. Because you've got third in the word, or thir in 13. It's the same as third. Interesting. It's not like 3-teen. Or 10-3. Hello, Bint. How are you doing? Thank you, yes. I actually have a little, just little like a mini competition running on the side of the spreadsheet. Because I'm aiming to try going for the sub 0.5. And I was just seeing if anyone could guess what I would get as my first time. If you'd like to partake in this mini competition, and I'll just give me a guess and I'll write it down. We got like 5 guesses so far. Can I join the competition? By all means. Oh, for the sub 0.5. As in like your own sub 0.5. I mean, yeah. If you want to. See if anybody in my list gets it right. If you get it at all. That'd be kind of cool. I saw you lowered your 0.5 on the leaderboard. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't actually know what I'll do if anyone gets it dead on. What I was thinking of doing was to let that person pick the background music, but I didn't want anybody to troll with it, so yeah. Sorry in advance if I just shit out a run. I mean, it happens to the best of us sometimes. I was on call with Bradley in stream the other day, and I was warming up to the track, and I casually shat out a .5 just out of nowhere, while he and some other guy in the call were just shouting tortoise. So 496. That's the highest we've got so far, or the closest to .5. Nice. Up on there. Day 1 of returning in like 2 weeks. Nice. I didn't know you were still playing 2 weeks ago. I think you started playing just after I stopped, kinda. Or sometime around there. My run is literal arse. Yeah, we've all been there. This track's one of those. Right, my 551. Oh my god. What? That was a joke. The 551. I wanted to PB past the 560 because I hated that PB so much. And I just got like a .0 lap 3 just during a run. That was interesting. I wasn't expecting to get that far. Best lap splits. Oh god, let's see if I remember them. 183. I think it's 072, 052 are my best lap splits. Should equal 313. So that needed, I think, between a really low 0.1 and a 0.0 to sub. But I wasn't too hopeful in it. It had a good triple mini turbo though, at least. The triple mini turbo for lap 3 was actually relatively decent. I don't actually remember what finishing time I just got there. But I don't think it's saved on my list. I can't open this for some reason. Your U-turn, what the hell is going on with the U-turn? Let's see if it loads up on my computer. It's loading. You were so far over to the left. And you compensated for it really well, actually. Usually I just, if it's down by the blue like that, I wouldn't carry on, but you got a nice recovery. It's a terrible alignment, but a nice recovery. Not bad. Let's carry on. It's good progress. That surprised me, actually, getting that. I think mine are 220, 090, 07, 087. double mini turbo. Cool. I think if you wanted to find out what you actually would have with triple mini turbo, well, I mean, I'm not actually too sure about it, because I've been told several different things by players that play this track kind of reputedly. So Dane told me that the I'm pretty sure he told me that the overall triple mini turbo saves about 0.2. But I don't know whether he was actually comparing it to like a decent player using it as opposed to just their double mini turbo splits, or if he was like taking, I think, Tyler's 107 at the time and just deducting Luke's sub from it. But I mean, that wouldn't have even equaled 0.2. But still, that's actually kind of interesting. Luke's current world record at the moment isn't even 0.2 ahead of Tyler's old record. It's barely missing it by a little bit. Oh, what was I saying? I was going to say something else and I completely forgot. Yeah, Dane said that it was like 0.2 difference, but then Lucas, Dark Matter, said it saves like 0.06 to 0.07, which I can kind of sympathise more with, as that compared to more times that drive around about my level, I would say that that actually is quite visible when you compare to how far ahead I get with the triple. That was a tough ending. I didn't like it though. That's good work. But yeah, I guess the best way to try and figure out the difference between an ideal double mini turbo and an ideal triple is just deduct Luke's current world record from his double mini turbo BKT, I assume. There you go. You're talking about it just as I was mentioning it as well. I'm playing Uno on the Switch, so I apologise for not saying anything. You still haven't answered my question from earlier, Shadow, for goodness sake, but I hope you're enjoying Uno. What's so appealing about this ghost, though? Tyler's ghost? I assume? There's Tyler... I don't know. It's comfortable. Everything else does something slightly different to me when playing the track. Tyler feels like he drives the most similar to how I drive. Which would kind of make sense, because my whole learning process of this track, back when I was picking it up, was based around his 107. So I analysed the shit out of that run whenever I could. It was that and Lewis. Lewis has a similar kind of driving sort of fluency to it. Yeah, I just like it. It just kind of sets me up nicely. Feels like it's a good guide, and I guess I'm comfortable with it. When Tyler said it, I immediately moved to try and play against it to see how it would work with me, and kind of stuck with it since. Before that, I was playing against a 118.308 set with Luke, set by Luke, which wasn't too dissimilar. But the thing with Luke is that in his newer times, he's far too accurate for me to keep up. And with the older times, he kind of had a more rigid sort of movement to the way he played. So the triple mini turbo moved about a lot more, whereas Tyler kind of holds the same angle. And that's kind of why I like it, because that's my favourite sort of way of doing it, the triple mini turbo. That's also why I can't necessarily play against Vincent and Emil, because their approach to the triple mini turbos is completely different in that regard to the fact that they are using GameCube controller. I believe it was revealed that the GameCube controller lacks inputs in comparison to the nunchuck and Wii Wheel, and it's quite blatant that they struggle to get the soft angle on the triple mini turbo turn, but they made it work. But it means that they move about just a little bit more. And then Yasha, I actually wanted to play against Yasha's ghosts, but Yasha's was weird. It had the fluency, but it just did things slightly differently in weird places. So like it kind of would mix between the style of driving that Tyler had and the style of driving that Luke has, and then it also kind of had its own unique aspects, and I don't know. And every other time from there on, I haven't really tested. Those are the only ones. I tried playing triple mini turbo against Nobro's double mini turbo 392 time. That was tricky as hell. And I tried playing against Ace's Ghost, but most of the time Ace doesn't drive as well as I do, so it was putting me off being behind me rather than ahead. Ask me again. I think my game of Uno distracted me. Fair enough. I'll just say what I said earlier, actually, Shadow. So I'm having a little competition along the side of this. Just a mini competition against people watching on stream, and then also soon to be people watching from YouTube. As in, like, I'll upload a video soon, just expressing this. Basically, it's just a mini competition of predicting what sub 0.5 I will get on this track. I have a little spreadsheet of everybody's times just set up over here, so I'll read them out so I can give you more of an idea. So everyone's predicted 118.4 something so far, with the highest being my cousin Josh with 470, the lowest currently being Bint. No, that's the other way around, but it means the same thing. So, you know, if you predict something, I'll just put you in on the leaderboard, on the little spreadsheet. And if I actually, or when, it's not an if, it's a when, it's definitely a when, because I will make it happen or I'll die trying. When I sub, we'll see who's closest. If anyone actually gets it dead on, I will think up of a way of rewarding them, which will be interesting. Anyways, sorry for rambling on there a little bit. I'm pretty sure just like somewhere in the middle of that block, I just casually set a low 0.2 lap one. You bitch! Why the fuck are you doing that to me? It's not a leaderboard. I said leaderboard by mistake. I meant spreadsheet. Ah, crap, my bad. Yeah, no, there's like a little competition of just a little prediction game, I guess. And I've put people out in order of highest guess to lowest guess. No, lowest guess to highest guess, sorry. I forgot that it's a concept of time rather than a concept of value. Fuck's sake, you bitch controller. Right, that's it. I'm switching. Fuck you. Just doing shit like this to me. In the corner. Where's the back for this one gone? It's meant to be for everybody who has a guess. So it's, I guess in a sense it will end up being... What the hell is wrong with you, game? Stop doing this to me! I guess it will end up being Twitch chat, YouTube comments, and a few friends that I've decided to message and ask. Primarily being repped by my... Actually, no, there's an even amount, I think. I was going to say primarily being repped by my family at the moment, but actually I think there are more Twitch chat. Yeah, because Ixie, Ben, and Jake all made little guesses. Doobie-doobie-doo. This is weird because this controller doesn't have as much rumble as the other one. And the rumble is actually kind of what I justify the mini turbo releases as. Because in the boost of the mini turbo, it vibrates just a little bit. In fact, it vibrates while you're in the wheelie as well. Usually. This controller's got such a weak rumble that I can't actually feel it in the wheelie, but I can feel it ever so slightly as I release the mini turbos. Basically what I'm trying to say is the rumble helps me time the mini turbos. Just everywhere. That's why I suck at releasing them on any other controller. Ah, fuck. Okay, at least that wasn't actually going around a turn. My thumb slipped off the analog stick. This is alright, except for the last bit, which cost me a shit ton of time there. The very last exit. The only thing I like about this game is nothing. Interesting. I guess it's also like the spreadsheet's a little motivation thingy. A motivational thingy. So I assume you still don't quite understand what I'm talking about, Shadow. I did a very terrible job at explaining. If you don't understand, I'll actually try and describe it again in a bit more detail. Entrance was not good. Oh my god. I can show you right now on stream actually, Shadow, it's fine. I got you covered. So, here's what I was trying to say. So, once the thing loads, there we go. Right, okay. this is my PB at the moment, 118.515. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to sub 0.5, which means get to a 0.4 at the highest amount. Technically, any time beyond this point is a sub 0.5. I don't think I'll quite get to the 0.3s, but you know. And so what I have done is I've compiled, as a little competition, I'm asking people to predict a number that is sub 118.5, or more specifically, but like 499 at the highest. As a time that I would get as my first sub 0.5 on the track, if that makes any sense. So I have a little leaderboard sheet here at which I have listed everybody's predictions at the moment. So, and the highest one being is Josh, right at the very top of the list, and he's given me the number 470, which means that as this for this prediction, 470 would mean that he's predicted me to get the time of 118.470 as my new PB over this time. Next in the list is myself, which I've given myself the number 474, which means that I've predicted myself for 118.474. Alright. Now, in this regard, what I've asked you is literally just to pick a number that at the very highest is 499, but you can go from there to basically 0, I guess, or even further if you want to. But realistically, to try and pick a number within this sort of ballpark. And yeah, and then if I actually do happen to, so say if you said the same time as Cole here, say if you gave me 454 and I actually happen to get that time, then you would have won the mini competition. Vice versa, if you said anything else at all. Hello, Will. I'll actually explain what I just said in a minute to you, because I'm pretty sure you would like to get in on this as well, considering you're a massive fan of MC3. What has been said? Tom's 508 is on Nin Rankings. So all I've done is I've just gone on there and downloaded it from Nin Rankings. In fact, that's the same sense with a lot of these times actually. So, we go back through it. CTGP, 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 CTGP. That was Nin Rankings. I got that one from Nin Rankings, but you can get that on CTGP, 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 Nin Rankings. I'm pretty sure. CTGP, 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 Nin Rankings, CTGP, CTGP. Nin Rankings, Nin Rankings, Nin Rankings, Nin Rankings, CTGP, CTGP, Nin Rankings, myself. I can link it to you if you want. Actually, I'll save you a bit of time. Give me a sec. I've actually got the UK tops just loaded up in the corner here. Well, that's a good thing as well. If you want to have any of the times of any of the players, you can just check the Mario Kart leaderboards, and they're usually listed. There we go. I'll message you in Discord. Alright. You are. How on earth did you get 102 skips on skipping rope thing on that Super Mario Odyssey? Very, very painfully. It literally took me days, Will. And I'm not doing it again. Literally, if you're surprised at the number and you're like, how the hell are you doing it? And you're getting frustrated, you're on the right path for doing it correctly. I wish I could tell you that there was a strategy for doing that correctly. And there probably is that I don't actually know. But, yeah. I'm stuck between 467 and 487. If someone already said either of those two, then I'll go with the other. But I'm going with the latter option to go below 50. I can only get up to 42. There you go. I know how you feel. Nobody said either of those numbers yet, Shadow. So you're all right. The latter option. I've actually forgotten what latter means. I assume it means the higher one. Oh, now I'm a songwriter. The first. Oh, 467. You want 467. The first option. Oh, last even. So 487. Ugh, English is frustrating. Who wants to learn a new language with me? Raise your hand. What should it be? Spanish. Let's do Spanish. That's hot. I like Spanish. Hi, Offie. You're just in time for me to explain the thing to Will that I'm about to explain. Will, I'm about to explain a thing to you, so don't move. Japanese? Fuck no. I don't want to learn Japanese. Okay. Thing. Will. Offie. Benjamin. I don't know anyone else's name. Aha. I have a mini competition on the side of things right here while I go through MC3. So, a mini competition is that I'm compiling a spreadsheet of predictions for what I will get as my first sub 118.5 time, which means, you know, any time that I happen to get between 118.499 onward as a prediction. And if anyone predicts the number dead on, so when I finally pass this 0.5 region and get like a 118.4 something, or it could be as low as 0.3, but I wouldn't go that low. If anyone happens to predict the number exactly correct, I will do something for them. I don't know what I will do, but I will reward them somehow. I was initially going to have it so that they could choose the background music for the PB on YouTube, but I feel like someone would just troll with the music, so I decided against that. But I do have a spreadsheet. We have a collection. I think Shadow's gone with 487, so I'm just going to write him down for that. Which means he's happily placed himself between Bint and my sister. That's kind of interesting. Do correct me if I'm wrong in assuming that, Shadow, by the way. Oh, Offie picked the exact same time! Oh. Does that count? Shall I put Offie instead for 4? Because Shadow picked two things, so he said if someone picks 467, then he'd go with 487 or something. Oh, you're changing it. Okay. Never mind then. I'll put Shadow in 487. There you go. You've got the right idea, so that's cool. So we currently have Will's gone with 479. So that's the same as Jake. Offie's gone 1 millisecond quicker than my guess. But that's okay. I'll put you in there. We've actually got a good collection. I'm happy about this. This is a success so far. I didn't think... I honestly thought it would just be like me and my sister and then 2 other people. Yeah, you've picked the same number as Jake. I can put you down if you want, but it would just mean that if I happen to actually get 479, both you and Jake would win as like tied leaders. That's kind of interesting. I never expected people to choose the same number. I'll read what I've got out actually for you, Jake. Will. I almost rename you to Jake now. Jesus. So the lowest prediction so far is my cousin Josh with 470. Then it's Offie with 473. Myself with 474. And Ixie with 475. That's actually really funny. Jake's got 479. My sister went for 485. Shadow has 487. And Bint has 496. So those are the numbers that have already been picked. And I have spoke for so long that I actually need the toilet. I apologise. 483. Okay, I'll put you in first. We got there in the end. Even though it wasn't really that stressful or disappointing or anything. Yay! There you go. Right. My apologies. Was there anything else that was said? I think literally Offie said... Oh, is this thing a good thing? Yes, it was a good thing, I guess. I'm happy about it. Right. Where the fuck is the mouse? Come back. Where have you gone? Why won't it work? There we go. Stop opening shit up on my screen! Why? Right. Finished! Yay! Ah, nice one, Bint. 251, but spin drifted the wrong way. Ugh. I'm still not doing the spin drift, actually. I need to learn it. I'm hoping to get to a 0.4 without it, and then just learn it and be able to cut a shit ton of time out. If I continue. Then also might not be the point where after I finish... This is also why I'm doing the competition, by the way. To guess the 0.4, because it might be the last time I come to the track. But we'll see. I'm feeling optimistic at the moment, and it doesn't feel like it's that way. But you know how shit I feel over this track. Anyone who's grinded this track semi-repulsively probably even has the same sort of feelings towards it. But you know... Good things today. I'm happy that I've returned, actually. It's my stomping ground. Yes, it is why I'm hitting the dirt, actually. I can show you what I was talking about earlier with regards to the triple mini turbo. If I show Vincent, that's Thomas. They have AV at the beginning of the name. I show this. The dirt clip. Not spin drifting, loses the same amount of time as the triple mini turbo gains. Almost. If I did finish here, what would you go on to do after? I've actually wanted to try doing Moo Moo Meadows on 200cc on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Regarding this game though, I'm considering going back to Baby Park, honestly. No real reason why, but maybe. By the way, this is in comparison to the 10th European, which is, in the long run, my target here. As you can see, I'm comfortably on par with it until this point. Then I just lose dramatically. But if I do actually carry on on the grind here, this is going to be my target in the long term. Short term at the moment, it's just going for the 0.5 sub. Long term at the moment is going for that if I continue. Again, like I said, there's a chance that I won't, but you know. It's a we'll see sort of thing. Moo Moo Meadows indeed. And be on a game that you play, Will. Speaking of playing, I should actually play now. I've been talking for like 15 minutes. Hello, Bradley. Did you see my message that I sent you on Discord? Because I guess if you see that and read it and acknowledge it, it'll save me from having to explain the same thing that I've just explained about 3 or 4 times in the last half hour. Also, Bint did a thing. I assume he PB'd or got close to. I didn't see yours. I will check now, by the way. Hey, you're all holding me up from playing at the moment. Yes, I could make it a bot command, actually. 432? Wow. You just trumped everybody with your guess. But I respect the optimism. That's the lowest time by a substantial margin. Where am I going with this thing? I've lost myself now. 587. Wow. What did you do lap 3? Double 216. I see. There you go. Well, now I want to get your time slightly more than everybody else's. No offense, everybody else, but double 216. Come on. No, I don't actually think I'm getting that one. I'm pretty sure I'd get like... I'll get my guess. Don't worry about it. Alright. I assume that that runs just another one underneath the rug. Oh my god. If all my runs were underneath the rug, then the rug will be taller, will be higher up than the peak of Mount Everest right now. My goodness. There's another one for the rug. Fair enough. I know that feeling. Anyways, how are you doing, Bradley, today? D or normal? I assume that's in relation to deluxe or normal, in which my response is deluxe. In that regard, not whether or not it's the best Mario Kart. Of course. Oh, you don't have it yet. Ah. Well, get it! Now! Oh yeah, there's also another part that I'm considering. But for a little brief break, I might, and don't tell her I said this, because it's top secret. I know there are a few of you that have connections to my sister over the internet, but I might try playing Animal Crossing on stream. It's just a thought though. It's about as much as a thought as it is going for the European tops on this track. But I've been relatively enticed just seeing her sitting on my Switch for like 10 hours a day, grinding out Animal Crossing. Let me wait till my 7-day runs out, because my brother wants to a family online thing. Cool. Nice one, Will. She's not actually here. Doing alright. Spent most of the day in bed. The only reason I got up was to go to work. Wow. But now you're back in bed and you're with me. Just on stream, not like physically yet. Maybe one day. But we won't get into that. We won't get into that live on the stream. If I can do a thing. You're at your PC right now. Fair enough. You did used to like watch my streams from your bed though, didn't you? I guess that was when you had like your setup upstairs though. Just because it didn't really take you too much. Or also when I just stream like earlier. So this failed a possible 0.1 lap. Till a wheelie not coming out. Ouch. Yep. That's happened to me before. I presume it was on the very last turn. Whether it was before it exiting the second turn or the very last turn. Before the boost panel. Both are very crucial. Yeah, this is nothing special. You still do sometimes? Oh, that's cool. Yay, I'm bed material. I can't even say that with a straight face. I got Odyssey through Argos. I don't know about getting any more games because I have no shifts at the moment. Shifts? Did I read that correctly? I have no shifts at the moment. As in, working at Argos? Or just working in general and you happen to be like near an Argos? Oh, that not... Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I get that one. Bint. That one's not as bad, but it's still annoying. You have an idea, probably a bad one. Oh god. Is it a streaming idea or is it a me idea? As in me, the person, me doing some shit. Peak stream? Oh god! Well, I guess that gives me someone to host after I finish in like 40 minutes. So you sold something for me, but my god, are you sure you're ready, Bradley? Are you gonna grind peaks alongside me grinding this shit alongside? Are you gonna do the same thing and have like a little prediction chart? Although to be honest, yours could be more varied because it could be between like BKT and Shuto's time. Oh, work shifts. I see. I gotcha. Unless you give me money. Okay. I mean, well, we've got a little competition on our hands. Maybe if you predict the right sub 0.5. Oh, Bint's on more of a roll than I am today. Nice one. Maybe if you predict the right sub 0.5, maybe I'll be lenient enough to buy the game for you. Do not remember how to do double. Maybe me and you will have a sub 0.5 competition. I feel like you'd probably beat me in that one, Bint. It's happened before. If I ever got into like a time trial competition with anybody, I always lose. It's what happened with Jacob, and that's why I own it. I owe him like 300 quid, which I paid like a third to just over a fourth of. I mean, he doesn't want me to pay him anymore, but like, no, we made a deal. I owe him the money. Because what happened was, I was going for a time on Concord Town, which at the time was the mock bike BKT there. And Jacob randomly decided to play Haunted Woods, and I said, if he beat Haunted Woods before I beat Concord Town, then I would give him 60,000 yen, which is roughly 300 quid. And, well, I mean, I guess he loses more because in that same situation, Bradley also said that if he PBs or if he subs on peaks before Jacob got the BKT, then he'd owe him $1,000, which Bradley did do. But I don't think it's a good idea to take money from Jacob at this point in time. Especially now that he is a committed man. Hello, Ammon. How are you doing? I'd assume you would want in on the competition as well, actually. Is that another way of describing it? Also, how does it feel to be a complete second slower than me on this track now? I don't actually know if you've been keeping up with my thing. He is a man-child. I mean, I also believe that very much. The image in my head of Jacob and Jordan is hilarious, actually, where it's just Jordan just working away on her laptop with like loads of paperwork just surrounding her, and then there's Jacob just sat in the corner on the Switch playing Fortnite. I mean, since the whole lockdown, they might not necessarily be doing that. I know that Jacob's chauffeuring Jordan around because she's volunteered, I think, to help with supplies. But otherwise, whenever someone mentions Jacob and Jordan, even if I do that myself, that's like the first image that pops in my head now. Which is annoying. It used to be just like them, just like happy together. Which not to say that they aren't, but you know, it's a different. I don't know. You get what I mean, right? Getting godlike shrooms, but I'm hitting the dirt right after. That means you're going too tight on the exit, I think. So the shroom is probably slightly late, if I remember correctly, but I actually have no idea. Anyways, I'm good. How are you? I'm actually in a really good mood, Amin, surprisingly enough. I've enjoyed coming back to this because I tortured myself by doing all the other tracks recently. So this has been quite a nice little relief. I'm just kind of regaining the the ability to kind of drive it well, I guess. Consistency, picking up the consistency, de-rusting. That's the word I was looking for. Ugh. So yeah, I got a 0.5 on Bradley's stream chat the other day while he was just casually going tortoise just during lap 2 and 3, which I thought was pretty good. Tight, not necessarily, because the way that the shroom kind of works is on a very specific angle. It's the whole reason as to why. I'm not sure, Ben, if you've seen the clip from Dane's channel where he got the spin drift turn, and it like he cut the wall literally a pixel off from hitting it this side, and then the same said here, but then he could not get a good angle out here. He just was aimed straight into this pipe. And I mean, that's quicker, and it's definitely a plausible way of doing the cut quicker. But the reason as to why Luke hasn't really subjected himself to that, and actually in comparison to a decent handful of the worldwide top 10 opts for slightly less tighter cuts, is because if you get a slightly shallower angle coming through here, you can control your exit more on the way out. So you can go maybe just a tad wider and kind of just aim to just cut the edge of the red tape like that. If that makes any sense at all. Whereas if you're tight, the tighter you go, the more prone you are to hitting that boundary. Likewise, if you go too tight, then it could be completely different. A completely different scenario. And then of course it's all depending on timing as well. Usually if you go too far over to the left, to the right side, it could also mean that you're shrooming too late. And if you're shrooming too early, you usually end up going to the left toward the pipe on the second turn. It's very difficult to explain, and I don't think I did a very good job there at all, but I tried my best. Is Super Mario Odyssey subjected to the Nintendo Switch online lock? As in playing online? I think it is for submitting times. So if you do your Koopa free running, and you don't have the online unlocked, then you... I don't think you can submit them. Dane's clip should be on his channel. I have no idea what it's called, but it should be called like tightest shortcut possible. I could try and find it for you after this if you want, Dane. In fact, I actually had it downloaded at one point. And re-uploaded on my YouTube as an unlisted, I think. I'll find it. Okay. Your brother doesn't have work tomorrow. Nice. So does that mean you'll be setting up to the Switch online sooner than you thought? Ah, nice. Found it. Cool. There you go. I also spoke to Dane actually talking about his shortcut, because I was feeling like while Luke was grinding to improve from his 952, I spoke to Dane to ask him if his shortcut was better, and he said that although it was tighter, it wasn't necessarily quicker. Looks fucking fantastic though, but you know. Beep, 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 beep. Right. Oh, crap, the bed. Anyway, oh, Amin, I completely forgot you were there, and I completely forgot to tell you my thing. So, explaining it for the 7th time, I think now. I'm having a little competition, just running alongside of this. So I'm grinding for a 0.4 or 118.5, and I have a little. I've compiled a little spreadsheet of people's predictions. So I've asked people to predict. What they think I'd get as my first sub 0.5 time. And if anyone gets it dead on, then I will reward them somehow. I'm not too sure how yet, but, you know. So, you know, Will's predicted something like, I think it was 487. No, 483 for Will, sorry. So if I get, like, dead on his time, then Will get something as, like, a little prediction. Bradley's the highest at the moment with 432, as that's double 216. Guess if I actually get Bradley's time, I'll do a 216. How's that? That sounds fair as a reward. Would you take that as a reward, Bradley? Or would you want me to do something else? My PB at the moment is 118.515. So we're literally like a frame or two off. Found a birthday present for Jacob. Ooh. Ooh. I wonder what this could be. My 7-day online thing finishes 25 hours from now. Cool. Better get some online done. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure Jordan will thank us if we got him that as a present. To say the least. Oh, that's beautiful. 476. That's so ridiculous. We've got 473, 474, 475, and now 476. People are. Oh my god! I have so much pressure to try and not hit that region, except for my own prediction. Oh, that's actually ridiculous. Ming. 476. So this is how the list is so far. The lowest prediction is Bradley with 432. Then it's Josh with 470, Offie with 473, myself with 474, Ixie with 475, Amin with 476, Jake with 479, Will with 484, Hannah with 485, Shadow with 487, and Bint with 496. Can I change my guess? I guess so. But only you're allowed to change your guess. No one else gets privileges. 477. Are you sure you want to change it to 477, or are you just doing that to fit with the rest? Average of 30 millisecond improvements. Is that what you predicted your thing on? Oh, you're actually sticking with that. Okay. Whoops! I'll just undo it. It's fine. It's not that difficult. You know? If you don't want to have a kid, just undo it. If only it was that simple! I mean, actually, it's possible. Bradley just agrees with me. Just kill it! I mean, yeah! What a stupid law. How's that going to stop you from actually doing it? You can still do it. You'll just get in trouble, right? Right? This is terrible. I shouldn't even have kids if these are the morals I'm going to be teaching them. Pro-life supporters angrily incoming. That's true as well. I didn't even factor that in as a point. That's a good point, Offie. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I'm actually a pro... I would say I'm a pro-life supporter, but, you know, as a male, I don't really feel like I have a role in that. Really. It's more down to the mother and, I guess, what rights hold in the unborn child. God, it's been almost 10 years since I've done RS. I don't want to... I don't know. Let's not get into this conversation. That's probably a good idea, Will. I'll go with you on that one. $5.15 take away 30 is 485. So, with that being said, we do have a 485, and it's my sister, ironically. I'm pretty sure that's just a coincidence that she's predicted that time, though. I don't think she sat down and logged on to Chadsoft and worked out my average. Though she very well could have done. Shit, the bed, that's too far to the right. Yeah, it's getting a little political. That's where the bread conversations should come in. Should I buy that book and do reading streams on it? Oh God. Completely up to you. Maybe that could be your reward, Offie, if you get it right. If you get the bread prediction correct. No. Bread prediction! If you get the time prediction correct, I will enforce my house to not store the bread in the freezer. How's that? And if Will gets the prediction correct, I will opt to put the bread in the fridge instead. Now I have to have some. I actually don't think we... Wait. We got pita bread. Good old pita bread. Honestly, I had to think and make myself not say pita bread. Because Peter, for God's sake, has been annoying the shit out of me. To the point where it was turning me insane in Bradley's chat. $47. Is that how much the book cost? Go on, do it for Peter. I wonder how old Peter is. I wonder if we can get in touch with Peter and get him to to predict a time. Oh my God. If there's actually a way that we could reach out to Peter and someone does it and then just to tell him to choose a number between 499 and 400 and he just picks one, then I have to add him to the list. And then it gets him right. Oh my God. What would I have to do if Peter gets it right? I don't want to think about this anymore. I'll have to buy Spotify Premium. No! I got a 246 while talking about fucking Peter. Why? Oh no. Oh, that's too good. I like how you got an E in that number. I don't even want to attempt reading that number out. Unless someone could put it into words. But it'll just be like... I don't know. I know you got more than one E. It'd be like... 7 million E! 828,000 E! 73. Skips in an hour. I smell like what's it. I will take that as a compliment. Hello again, Andy, by the way. Also, do you have a prediction? Were you even here when I explained it? Do I have to explain it for the 9th time on stream? Oh, hell yeah! Let's just do it anyways. Here's my logic. It's so expensive, it must work. That's why Super Seducer doesn't work, since his games are dirt cheap. I mean, yeah. 291,927 828 and 73 skips. Good. Bradley deserves to be more famous than me. In fact, if it ensured that Bradley became more popular, I would quite happily delete my channel right here and now. If someone told me that that was the case. And I trusted that they were telling the truth, of course. And of course, if Bradley allowed me to do that. Have to ask Uncle Bradley for permission to delete my stuff. Have to ask Uncle Bradley for his permission to do a lot of things. No need to thank me, that actually fried my brain. You wrote it out? But he never reads my messages, so I don't join him anymore. Well... okay. Though I'm pretty sure Bradley has a lot more messages to keep up with on chat. I don't know how hard or easy it is for him to do so, but to be completely honest, I personally feel like he does a better job at reading chat than I do. My voice is actually going, talking to all of you today. Naked Twister in the dark. That's actually a thing. You can look it up on the internet. You'll find videos. The type of videos that you don't find on YouTube. Shadow has said a small essay. That sounds like a jolly good time. Shall we do it for our 1 million subscriber special on the team channel, Bradley? Just me, you, and Nil. Alrighty then, Shadow. I hope your friend gets his thing set up soon then. Sounds like it's been really frustrating. Siren Head? Siren Head? I'm too scared to search this up. I don't know what you're making me look up now. Yeah, that's exactly what we'll do, Bradley. Well, I'm kind of traumatized. Oh, okay. Gonna ditch me and go and talk to Bean. Okay. Say hi to Bean for me and make sure he's working well. I don't know what working well would be. Oh yeah, after 0.5 I might do another cooking stream. Just throwing it out there. I've thrown out a lot of stuff today, I might as well just throw out the rest. Anything you search, even on a private browser, can be tracked by whoever pays the Wi-Fi. Wow. And my parents know everything that I do. That's going to be fun. that was shit. Why was that my reaction? The rest of the lap was good except for the last bit. And it was still a 0.2 somehow. Oh, they have to manually check it. Good! I can still carry on with my obnoxious things that I do behind the scenes that you will never know of. Please, please someone tell me that they can see through my irony right now. Not be very fun. But that would be very fun. Oh, it's fine, Offie. At least your typing wasn't as bad as my beginning to stream. It took me like half an hour to start, and everything was just really embarrassing, silly mistakes. Or I just didn't have batteries in the remote just after I started stream, so I had to spend like 20 minutes looking for them. And then what else did I do? I didn't have the settings set up correctly on my CTGP channel, so my stuff was enabled for some reason, so I had to disable that. And I was picking the wrong options as well. I went through versus race instead of time trials somehow. It was just like not my day. I guess at the beginning. Kind of funny, before you arrived as well, I guess I had a decent run fail. So I had like a low 2 and then a low 0.1. And then just decided to smash my head into the wall. On the shroom after a decent triple mini turbo for lap 3. I said that I said hi, and he said, I don't care, and youth, I'm working right now. That's what I like to hear. He's doing what I want him to. So I'm happy either way. Guess Bean's another one I could technically host if Bradley ends up not doing peaks. But we'll see. Oh, how the fuck did I salvage that? My god. I always miss the good runs. I think my timings are always either incredible or terrible. Your Rainbow Road timing was fantastic though, Offie. I'm pretty sure you literally came in at the beginning of when I got the 0.4, and you stuck around until I actually beat the Expert Staff Ghost. You're also in my screenshot as well. Like, I screenshotted all these times that beat the Expert Staff Ghost and kept them in the little folder. And you're on the print screen for the Rainbow Road one. You were there to witness the one that I was hating the most. It actually wasn't the worst. I'm happy that to say that at the very least. It was not enjoyable by any means, but it wasn't the worst. how that worked. That was weird. Ah, you bitch. He timed you out? That's interesting. Okay then. Maybe he's really trying to focus today. Ow, my head. Tried a bottle of Corona today. Nice. That's the main stuff that they offer at the studio, actually. There's the studio. Well, I don't actually know if I'm ever going back there again, because what was supposed to happen is the studio I go to was supposed to be moving in April, but then of course the whole lockdown situation happened. So I'm not really too sure. I would consider that as soon as lockdown is over, the studio actually wouldn't reopen again straight away, and they will actually just start up the move as soon as they possibly can after the lockdown. Either that, or like the whole move has been postponed and they would actually have to sort it. They'd have to spend the next few months after the lockdown finishes rearranging when it's going to happen. But either way, the bar that they have there primarily only sells Corona beer, which is kind of funny. And I had a dream literally last night where I bought one from the bar and drank it, and it's weird, and I don't know if anyone else has this in dreams where they have experience of things, but then there's that one sort of aspect, lack of reality, that just indicates it's kind of a dream. So this is good. Oh, I fucked it. So you know, like you could have dreams where you're just underwater, but of course you're still breathing. So you're just walking around while you're still breathing underwater. Those are fantastic dreams. Some of my favourite. Well, I had a dream where I drank the beer, and I've not actually drunk beer before, so I don't really have anything to compare the taste with, and so in the dream I just tasted nothing. So I was just drinking this tasteless orange liquid, I guess, and it was a really, really bizarre situation. My dreams just don't make any sense. There was also a dream I had a couple of nights ago. I was just walking around a library with Bradley, which was also part of an IKEA. It didn't make any sense. Let's take a look, see what's going on. When you get to know people, you learn that they're such assholes. I mean, everyone is to some extent. But don't take it too seriously. He's probably having a bad day trying to get things to work, and he's trying to focus, so it's not your fault. It's just the best thing that I could say. Can't wait to get out of lockdown. Honestly, me too. It's not the same without the routine, but I know it's for our own good. Don't try it, it's horrid. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Didn't have any intention to anyways, but yes. I've had so many dreams recently I love having them. It's weird, but it's cool. Like waking up. The whole new things just happened. Very true. There's a point. A good point, I guess. I mean, did you ask it in a certain way that might have seemed a little bit hostile? Maybe that's just what he's basing it off of. I would assume not, but you never know. He's an odd bean. Excuse the pun. He does choose to do a few things that I wouldn't necessarily do myself, Mr. Bean, but you know. Appreciate him as he's keeping this community alive. That's very strange then. Maybe you just banned the wrong person. Maybe you could try whispering a moderator and trying to sort it out. $6,000 seconds. Okay, well. Weird. Well, whatever. It's annoying, I'm actually driving relatively well. So I'm focused on something different. I did tell you about my little competition thingy that I said, didn't I, Andy? That I've explained several times. You heard. Alright. Do you have a prediction that you would like to add? To my little prediction list. That might be something of a good focus. Also, I'm actually going to have to end off soon. We'll give it a few more minutes. Bradley should be streaming now, so I will host him as soon as I've finished off. Stream was doing pretty well today, actually. Will is excited, I guess. Excited for Bradley, but I'm sure he's also disappointed that he doesn't get to see his favourite track being played by his favourite streamer on his favourite streaming platform using his favourite internet service by his favourite favourite streaming software to his favourite server. Everything's favourite about today on his favourite day of the week. What day is it today? Saturday? I think it's Saturday. Bradley is streaming. Nice. And we're constructing a wheel wall. Just before the very end. We almost had a random wall actually earlier. Someone just came into the chat and was casually going first, secondst, thirst, forced, fifthst. And just going up the numbers with ST at the end. Which amused me more than anything. In fact, it made me jump into like a 15-minute conversation about numbers. Just the concept of the numbers. Oh. Have we got a developing wheel wall? Let's see if he succeeded. Oh. Nah! He almost got it. He was 3 messages away, and then Bradley just knocked it down. Well, I guess that's the end of that then. I might continue this offline just for a little bit, but for now, I guess I'll pass you on to Bradley. Bradley's allowed to be here. Don't talk to him like that, otherwise he'll run ads on you. Right, where are we going then? Yeah. This was a good stream. I enjoyed this one. A good start to MC3. Nothing too impressive, but we gained a decent collection of times. Everybody. World record track. Nice. I'll read through the list just again, just so we remember it. So, Bradley with the lowest time, 432. Josh with 470. Offie with 473. Myself with 474. Ixie with 475. Amin with 476. Jake with 479. Will with 484. My sister with 485. Shadow with 487. And Bimp with 496. Those are all the predictions. Andy did not give one. He's just ranting about Bean. So I assume he just doesn't want to have a part in that, which is interesting, but I guess that's fine. But yes, my apologies for something. I don't know what I'm apologising for. Thank you everybody for watching. I should be back tomorrow if all goes well, unless I die or something else happens. But yeah, thank you everyone again, and I shall see you again soon.